get pretty wild in Florida. And that includes the wildlife. I mean, look at this brave guy. Instead of taking the trash out, he's taking an alligator out of his yard. His fearless attitude and using a trash can to trap the alligator worked. But we probably wouldn't recommend doing the same thing next time. It got us thinking, what other crazy creatures call Florida their home? Here's our list of the top 8 WTF animals in Florida. First up are the feral pigs. You might not think they're too crazy, but since people brought them to the Americas in 1539, they've become the most destructive invasive species and the greatest threat to wildlife in the United States. At number 7 is the black spiny tail iguana. Like our previous entry, these iguanas are an invasive species and are found all over Florida. Each female can produce hundreds of babies, and they like to eat Brazilian pepper plants, which are also an invasive species. When the iguanas eat the peppers, they spread the seeds in their poop. Well, that adds insult to injury. We can't avoid talking about the snakes in Florida, and in its 6th position is the Burmese python. You may be starting to see a theme here, as this snake is not native to Florida either. Burmese pythons have settled down in Florida and devastated the raccoons and possums. Florida's native species just can't seem to catch a break. At number 5 is the monitor lizard. These creatures can be over 1.5 meters long, and they travel over land, in freshwater, and seawater. So almost anything is on the menu for them. Add in how fast they reproduce, and boy, Florida has its hands full. Things are getting a bit smoky now with the cane toad at number 4. The cane toad produces a toxin to defend itself against predators, which can affect the predator's heart. The toxin also contains another ingredient, which, if dried and smoked, can give people hallucinations. But this isn't anything new. The practice of smoking and licking toads dates back to the Middle Ages. This is an animal you may not have thought was native to Florida: the flamingo. They were common in the 1800s, but their populations declined due to the plume trade. They were thought to be extinct in Florida, but they seem to be making a comeback. And that's good news for their habitat because there's a greater chance it will become protected. Our runner-up is the manatee. It's another native species which has suffered because of humans. Good job, guys. Agriculture and real estate developments have destroyed prime grazing spots for the manatees. The pollution of their waters has stopped the seagrass from growing, and the manatees are starving. Let's hope these gentle giants don't go extinct. And the top spot belongs to our snappy intruder from the beginning of this video, the alligator. In Florida, there are 1.3 million alligators. The marshes, swamps, and rivers are perfect habitats for them, and that's why they've been living in them for centuries. The problem is, more and more people are buying waterfront homes in Florida. This has caused many more alligator encounters. Alligators can get enormous, up to 360 kilograms, so it's no surprise that people are scared of them. But usually, people aren't on the alligator's menu. Thank goodness. And even though we might think of them as pests, alligators and crocodiles are important for their ecosystems. They create holes in the wetlands which hold water, and that helps other animals. So, it looks like these scary encounters on people's front porches are only going to increase. Just make sure to keep a trash can handy. If you like this top 8 list, why not check out our video on the top 8 crazy crabs? Some are invasive species and some are just trying to survive. That's what these creatures do in Florida, and that's what makes them crazy creatures.